Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. It's a Note 7 story. If you are solo stand and can't see other members, then this story isn't for you. You are on wrong channel. Watch the story carefully, then comment. Be respectful and don't embarrass yourself. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. Justice was delayed, but never denied. In this life, everyone must pay for their sins. No one can escape the consequence of their actions. At last, justice was served. The little boys are slowly returning to a normal life. For the first time, they have received a ray of hope. But the question remains, will they receive the love that was missing from their lives for so long? Will they ever have a childhood like other kids? Let the story unfold, where misunderstandings create rifts between brothers, pulling them apart. Will they be able to overcome those differences and bring their broken family back together? Author's point of view: Yoongi brought Cookie to his step-parents' house and asked what punishment he wanted to give them, but Cookie denied to give any punishment. Yoongi sent Cookie with his right-hand man. He dropped Cookie in his car with headphones on. Yoongi revealed the past criminal records of step-parents, leaving them in shock. He revealed that stepdad killed T-Cook's sick mom for her property. Step-parents begged for their daughter's life. Yoongi went to his men's home along with 4-month-old baby who recently lost his baby. He offered them the baby after telling everything about her, including past criminal records of her parents. They all happily accepted the baby. Baby got her new family. Yoongi returned to step-parent home to give them what they deserved. He forced them to work in cold water and ordered his right-hand man to set the house on fire. He exactly did what he was told. Yoongi returned home with Cookie. Everyone arranged T-Cook's new room and stuff. T-Cook became so happy. Hobie tried to apologize to Jin, but he didn't allow him. After the dinner, Yoongi was sitting in the backyard thinking for a solution to get Jin's apology. T saw him and came to him with the blanket. Let's see what happens next. T. Then sad, why? Yoongi, I'm not sad, just leave me and go inside. You will catch a cold. Here, go and sleep. T. Titi no sleepy. Titi wakey. Titi no go. Kitten sad. Titi smart. Titi help kitten happy. Yoongi looked at him. You can't help me, Titi. T. Me? Titi help kitten. Kitten want what? Yoongi, nothing, just go back. T. Titi no go. Titi stone burn. Yoongi, stone burn? It's stubborn. T shook his head vigorously. No, stone burn. Kitten stone, Titi burn stone, happy, happy. Yungi looked at T. So you won't listen to me, hmm? T nodded his head vigorously. Yes, Titi no go. Kitten want Titi go. Kitten tell Titi. Proudly showed his ears. Titi tutu ears. Yungi, don't argue with me. Just go from here. T. Oti, Titi go. Titi come, Ginny. Yungi, Jin Yang won't come. T suspiciously looked at Yungi. Why Ginny no come Kitty? Kitten mad Ginny. Ginny scoldy kitten. Kitten no shat. Titi cookie hanky scoldy Titi. Titi no shat. Titi no cookie hanky so love Titi. Yungi, if he had scolded me, I wouldn't have felt as much pain as I'm feeling because of his silence. He doesn't even ready to listen to us. He is ignoring us like we don't even exist. T. Titi cookie hungry, mad Titi. Cookie hungry, no talkie. Titi she sorry. Cookie hungry, no talkie. Titi huggy, cookie hungry. Cookie hungry scoldy Titi. But Titi no. Leave cookie hungry. Cookie hungry tired. Cookie hungry talkie Titi. Grabbed Yungi's hand and pulled it. Kitten huggy Ginny. Ginny talkie kitten. Ginny happy. Kitten happy too. Yungi looked at me. Childhood was so good. We don't need to think much about anything. Just a simple sorry and hug fix everything. Said in mind. T swung his hand. Kitten thinking what? Kitten come Titi. Huggy Ginny. Yungi, my hang won't forgive me this easily. T. Yungi, because my hang isn't only angry with me but also disappointed. Convincing him is the hardest task. T crawled in between Yungi's leg and somehow settled down there. He covered himself with blanket and looked at Yungi with big boxy smile. Yungi looked at him. What's this? T. Titi no achoo. Ouchie hangy. Titi ouchie. Cookie hangy scoldy Titi. Kitten Titi no achoo. Kitten Titi warm. Yungi softly smiled to hear him. If you are feeling cold, then why aren't you going inside? T. Titi no go kitten chat. Titi happy kitten. Kitten she. Titi tutu ears listen. Yungi, so you already made up your mind that you won't go. T. No. Titi listen kitten watchy. Titi warm kitten. Titi cookie hungry she. Titi beer bun. Yungi, it's a stubborn. Titi is a stubborn, not beer bun. There is no such word. T shook his head vigorously. No, Titi beer bun. Titi cute little bear nah. Titi beer bun. Yungi, you listen your hangs every word. T proudly nodded his head. Yes, Titi listen. Titi cookie hungry right. Kitten no listen. Kitten hungry. Baby Yungi was standing under the rain, shivering hard. His two eyes were looking at the road where his yang told him to wait for him. He was standing there from past 15 minutes, shivering and sneezing. Some people offered him to come inside the shed, but he didn't move from his place. He was so scared. Everyone who was passing by there looking at him with weird eyes. Men, hey kid, come here. Why are you drenching in rain? You will fall ill. Come under this shed. Yungi looked at him while shivering hard. You can't move. Jenny Hangi said you need to not go anywhere. Yuni is waiting for Jenny Hangi. Men, when your hang will come, go with him. Till then, come to my shop. Yungi, no, Yuni won't come to shop. Jenny Hangi will be worried if Jenny Hangi won't find Yuni here. Men, what a stubborn boy he is. Went to him and covered him with umbrella. Your hang won't be mad if you come with me. I will talk with him. Yungi looked at him. No, once Yuni said Yuni won't come with you, then Yuni won't. Yuni doesn't want your umbrella. Shifted a little. Men, okay, don't be mad. Stand here, but under the umbrella. I won't tell you to go anywhere. Jin ran there with basket. Yuni, Hangi came back. Yungi hugged him tightly. Jinny Hangi, Yuni was just scared. Yuni thought Jinny Hangi forget Yuni. Jin, how can Hangi forget Yuni? Hangi was sweet tangerine. So Hangi went to bring tangerine for Yuni for extra money. Yuni loves tangerine, na? Men, so you are his young? Jin, proudly. Yes, Jinny is Yuni's Hangi. Men, this boy is drenching in rain but denying to come inside my shop. When I told him, he shouted at me. He is very stubborn. Jin looked at Yungi. Yuni, why didn't you go to the shop? Yungi, Hangi said you need to not go anywhere. Then how would Yuni go anywhere? Jin smiled. Oh, for Yuni, Hangi meant to stay here. Hangi didn't mean to stay here even in the rain. Yuni doesn't need to take Hangi's word literal. Yuni should use Yuni's brain. Yungi, that Yuni doesn't know. Yuni will do what Hangi says. Hangi is always right. Jin, Oti, it was Hangi's fault. Hangi will always remember this. Now let's go home. Dada must be waiting for us. Without veggies, he can't prepare food. And veggies are here. Showed the basket. Yungi held Jin's hand. Yes, let's go. Otherwise, Dada wouldn't coax Mama. T shook Yungi, who was smiling. Kitten, what happened, kitten? Why kitten is smiley? Yungi flinched and looked at T. Nothing, I was just thinking something. T. Kitty waiting kitten. Yungi, Hyang is mad from Joan and Hobie, but he isn't just angry from me. He's so disappointed and I don't know what to do. T. Why Ginny mad big body, ouchie hangy and pointed, disappointed. Kitten. Yungi, Hyang gives us some work trusting us. We would do that perfectly, but we made big mistake. Hyang is more mad from me because I'm elder than Hobie and June. I should have corrected them, but I didn't perform my duty well. I hurt him. T. Kitten wrong, Ginny right. Kitten work no good. Yungi. I know I didn't do well. I'm regretting too, but don't have a courage to face him. I don't know how to make him believe on me. T. Simple. Kitten talkie Ginny. Say Ginny sorry. Kitten work good, no mistake. Yungi. Hyang won't listen to me. He is so strict towards work. He won't accept a little bit carelessness, and I made a blunder. T. No small problem, big problem. Kitten work good. Ginny see kitten work. Ginny happy. Yungi. I'm ready to correct my mistake, but I'm afraid what if Hyang doesn't forgive me? What if Hyang never trusts me again? T. Kitten show Ginny good work. Ginny no math. Ginny want good work. No mistake. Kitten no mistake. Hyangi always right. Yungi. Hyangi always right. T stood up and grabbed Yungi's hand. Kitten come Titi. Yungi. Where do you want me to take? T. Kitten no talkie. Kitten follow Titi. Started dragging Yungi. T dragged Yungi to Jin's room. Yungi was hesitating to go inside, but T kept pushing him to inside. T slowly opened the door, pushed his head inside, and saw Jin was on call. T looked at Yungi. Ginny talkie phone. Kitten sorry Ginny. Yungi. Hyang is busy. I will come after sometimes. Let's not disturb him. T. No. Kitten says sorry Ginny now. T quickly held Yungi's hand and tried to stop him. Yungi wanted to go. In all this pulling, pushing hands, T's hand slipped and his back hit on Jin's door, opening the door wide open. He fell on the floor with a loud thud sound. Jin looked at T and cut the call. Jin, Titi, what are you doing on floor? Come here. Do you want something? T quickly stood up. No, Titi no want. Kitten say Ginny. Jin, kitten? You brought home a kitten? T nodded his head vigorously. Yes, kitten no. Come, Ginny. Ginny so anxious. Looked outside. Kitten go where? Jin, Titi, what are you looking for? T, kitten. Jin, she must have gone to her mother. Don't worry about her. T, Titi come, kitten. Ginny no sleepy. Titi come fast. Kitten. Ran from there. Jin smiled. He is still so energetic. Cookie must be searching for him. T ran to bring Yungi back. Yungi was hiding behind the table. He was scared to face Jin. T quickly found him and dragged him to Jin's room. Looking at Yungi, Jin's smile dropped and he wore a cold poker face. T. Ginny, kitten talkie Ginny. Ginny no talkie, but Ginny listen to ears. Uti went outside and closed the door. Yungi, Hyang. Jin turned his face to the side. I don't want to listen to anything. I'm so busy. I have so much work to do. Close the door properly. picked the file and flapped the pages loudly. Yungi, Hyang, I know our mistake have increased your burden. I'm not here to defend myself. I read Jimin's report carefully and realized that I didn't fail just in this mission. I have been careless in several missions before, too. Ever since you entrusted me with full control here, I became too carefree. I started believing I didn't have to answer to anyone because you had placed complete trust in me. But I was wrong. I forgot that power always comes with responsibility. I didn't just fail at my own duties, I also ignored the mistakes of Hobie and June. I know you are angry with us and you have every right to be. You are disappointed in all of us, but most of all in me because you trusted me with everything. After you, I'm the eldest. I should have stepped up. I should have personally checked every detail. Instead, I pushed all the responsibilities onto my younger brothers. You trusted us completely and we broke that trust. I know you won't be able to trust us again so easily, and honestly, you shouldn't. But I will fix what I ruined. I'm really sorry. I failed as an elder brother and as a king. I won't ask for forgiveness with words alone. I will earn it through my actions. Pleading, please don't ignore Hobie and June. This was my mistake. I should have guided them better. They still lack experience. I will take responsibility for everything. Picked up all the files from the bed. Just give us one chance. Please don't be so harsh. Hobie and June are genuinely ashamed. They didn't even have the courage to face you. They shouted at you and said so many things which they shouldn't say. Hyang, 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 please say something. Jin coldly, without looking at him, turned off the lights and closed the door properly. On your way out, these are very important files, a big responsibility. You won't complete them. It's better to put them back again and go. Jin didn't even bother to turn back and look at Yoongi. He lay down on the bed and pulled the blanket over himself. Yoongi, deeply hurt by his cold behavior, the same Hyang who had trusted him so completely that he never once questioned his decision, now didn't even consider him worthy of handling over the files. He thought this responsibility was too big for him, that he would fail. Yoongi knew he had lost that trust. Without saying another word, he quickly turned off the lights, closed the door, and walked away. T was still waiting outside for him. He tugged Yoongi's pants and said, T tugged Yoongi's pants. Kitten? Yoongi bent to his level. You are still here? T cupped Yoongi's face with his tiny baby hands. What happened? Kitten so sad. Jinny no talkie kitten? Yoongi ruffled his hair. I made a big mistake. I took everything for granted. Now I have to work hard to regain Hyang's trust. It won't be happened instantly, but one day Hyang will definitely forgive me. Hugged him tightly. Thank you so much. Because of you, I was able to at least share my feelings with him. Now I feel much better than before and confident. T hugged Yoongi tightly. placing his head on his shoulder and patting his back. Titi, no, kitten were good. Kitten no sad. Titi, help kitten happy Ginny. Yoongi closed his eyes and felt the hug. Thank you. Cookie. Titi, where are you? T broke the hug. Cookie hungry? Stick out his tongue. Titi forget Cookie hungry. Kitten, Titi go. Cookie hungry mad. Titi. Kitten no sad. Okay? Kissed on his cheek and ran from there. Shungi smiled and touched his cheek. He's so cute. Time skipped at next day. Jin was sitting in front of principal holding the form. He came to school for Cookie's admission along with Cookie and June. June, Hyang, I will fill the form. Give it to me. Jin showed his palm. I'm doing it. It's a big responsibility. I don't want any mistake. June hurt to hear this. Principal, June, as we already talked about the Jin, sir, discuss with me about Cookie's admission. I'm the one who is handling this work. Principal looked at June, who looked down with hurtful eyes. Okay. So we already discussed about the child's admission. As June told me, I have completed the formalities. But Jin, think again. You are admitting him in mid-session. Will he be able to complete the syllabus in such a short time? Jin, don't worry about that, sir. I will personally handle his study. I will teach him. He is very smart boy. He will cover up easily. Looked at June. Go outside and wait. June left. Principal. Once teacher comes with Cookie's test result, we will complete the further formalities. Jin. Sure, sir. June came out from the cabin and walked in the corridor. It was the same school where they all were studied. He was looking at the achievement wall where his photo was still hanging and his achievements were written. Boy 1. Jin, why are you this happy and giving us treat? Jin, proudly, don't you know? My brother has won all the school competition. He is in middle school but defeated high school students. Boy 2. Your brother has won the competition but you are celebrating like you would win the competition. Jin, June is my younger brother. I'm his young. Of course, I'm so happy and proud of him. That's why I'm giving the treat from my pocket money. Boy 3. Jin, you are wasting your pocket money in celebrating your brother's achievement. Are you mad? Jin, yes, I'm mad in happiness. I'm so happy. Screamed, my brother won his first competition. June smiled while looking at the cafeteria, remembering his childhood. Hyang was so happy at that day, even more than me. Cookie took June's pants. Junie hungry? June looked at Cookie. You returned? How was your test? Cookie, it was good. Cookie knew all the answers except one. Teacher said Cookie to stay here. But why is Junie hungry smiling? June, nothing. I just remember something. Cookie turned to wall of achievement. Junie hungry, watch this wall. Here are your and Minnie Hungry's photos. June, this is the wall of achievement. Here are those students pick who achieved something. I had won so many competitions and even topped the school too. That's why my photo is here. Cookie looked at the wall with big two eyes. Mini Hangi also won the competition. June, I had won the competition in academics and Jimin had won in dance and drama. Cookie looked at June. Will Cookie's photo ever be put here? June patted his head. Of course, one day your photo will also be put here. You will achieve more success than us. Jin came there. Cookie, let's go. Cookie looked at Jin. Where, Hangi? Jin, to bring your school uniform and other stuff. Your admission process is completed. June, Hang, I will bring all of them. You don't worry. Jin, no, I will bring everything. It's a big responsibility. I don't want you mess anything and spoil Cookie's first day of school. You can go home. I didn't bring you here. Cookie. Juni Hangi won't forget anything. Let him bring everything. Juni Hangi won't make any mistakes. Jin. Cookie, you don't know. Some people are so busy to recheck the things. June. In mind. There was a time when Hyang trusted me so much that he would hand over even the biggest responsibilities without a second thought, and today he won't trust me with even something as small as buying school supplies. To him, I'm no longer capable, not even worthy of such a simple task. I hurt him this much. Cookie hugged June's leg. I have full trust in Juni Hangi. He won't make any mistakes. Please give Juni Hangi a chance. He won't disappoint you. Jin, Cookie, you. Cookie, please, Juni Hangi. Jin looked at Cookie's bleeding eyes. Okay, fine. He can bring your school supplies. But if he makes any mistakes, I won't give him any other work. I'm waiting in car. Come fast. Left without looking at June. Cookie. Juni Hangi is just mad. Don't worry. He will forgive you soon. June bent down and hugged him tightly. Thank you so much. It will be hard, but I won't accept the defeat. I will again win his trust. The very children they once rejected, calling them beggars, the ones whose pain they dismissed as nothing more than drama, the ones they abandoned in their darkest moments instead of helping, the ones they refused to accept as their own. Today, those same two little children are helping, bringing their family back together. They say, never make the mistake of looking down on anyone. Sometimes the smallest act of kindness turn out to be the most important of all. Will Mafia Brothers be able to win Jin's trust? Will Jin forgive them? Will this be the end of T Cook's struggle? To be continued. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. How was Tegi's bonding? Sometimes little helps seem the most important one. T forced Yoongi to talk with Jin. Because of that, his heart wasn't heavy anymore. He regained his lost confidence. Now he has the opportunity to win his Hyang's trust again. Finally, Cookie got admitted in school, just one step towards his future and normal life. Now he doesn't need to sacrifice himself for his brother. He is getting what a normal child should get. Jin is mad and he should be. After all, his brothers have taken their works for granted. They misuse their power. They need a hard lesson to learn. Let's see how will they manage everything. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with next part. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.